Hey, what's up, my friend, and welcome to the Jabin Chavez Leadership Podcast. I am praying that this is a blessing to you, to your church, to your organization, and just praying that the things that I'm sharing with you are helping you. If they are, would you please like this video? Would you please subscribe to this page, City Light Vegas, where we are bringing you we're streaming our weekend services at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We're bringing you a fresh sermon every Sunday night. We're bringing you leadership content every Wednesday morning. And then every Friday morning, we are bringing you a brand new worship song. So lots of content. Love for you to like, subscribe, do all the things, follow, all that kind of stuff would be awesome. And then if this is a blessing to you, if you like the content, would you share it on your Instagram story or on your thread or on your X account or on your Facebook or LinkedIn, whatever you got, okay? It would be awesome if you could help us share the message of leadership. Today I want to talk about energy. And where I'm going with this is we have heard a lot about rhythm and balance. But I want to talk about energy. Now, years ago, it was balance. You got to find balance, you got to find balance. And then guys started talking about, no, it's rhythm. You got to find a rhythm. I don't know if I like either of those words, even though I'm not against them. The word that I like is energy. Optimizing your energy, feeding your energy, trying to do things that give you energy and stay away from things that take energy. And so let's ask this question and build our life a little bit different. What or let's approach it like this. You only have so much energy. Okay? You have an energy tank. Just like you have 24 hours in the day, you have a certain amount of energy, mental energy, emotional energy, literally physical energy. You only have so much. How are you using that? How are you feeding that? What is stripping you of that? How are you protecting that? Those are the questions that I think you need to be asking. So I'm just going to give you two thoughts. Here's the first. What feeds your energy? Do that more. What feeds your energy? Do that more. Is it reading? Read more. Is it golfing? Golf more. Is it praying? Pray more. Is it preaching? Preach more. Is it getting around your staff? Get around your staff more. What feeds your energy? Because let me say this, and I want to talk to pastors. Sunday is coming. Do you know that? Do you realize that? I don't care if you're watching this on a Sunday or you're watching this on a Monday, or I don't care what day. Sunday's coming. You need to have energy for Sunday. You need to be at your best, giving your best, bringing your best on Sunday. What's feeding energy for Sunday so that when you walk into the pulpit Sunday morning, your mind is fresh, your heart is full, your body is energized. What are you doing Monday through Saturday so that you're at your best Sunday? That's the question you need to be asking. What feeds that? And then you need to get ruthless about feeding that. Is it gardening? Garden. Like, I don't know what it is. Is it going on a walk outside? Go on a walk outside. Is it Orange Theory inside? Go to Orange Theory. What is feeding that? You need to build your entire work week around being your best on Sunday. Period. I make no apologies. Let the haters hate. Is it going to counseling? Go to counseling. I'm building my entire week around me being my best. Because Jesus said, if I love him, I will feed his sheep. Think about that. If I love God as a pastor, if I love God, I'm going to feed his sheep. What did the apostles say in Acts 6? We can't deal with feeding these widows. Y'all got to figure that out. We need to get some deacons out here to figure that out. We can't be in the details. We need to give ourselves to the word and prayer. So how do you walk into Sunday at your healthiest, holiest, I'm going to say happiest self? How do you give your people your best every Sunday? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about energy. Figure it out. So here's number 2. What's eating your energy? Do that less. What's feeding it? Do it more. What's eating it? Do it less. It's not totally realistic, when you hear Andy Stanley say, which by the way I can't wait for this day, but Andy says, do the things that only you can do. That isn't probably realistic yet at your level. It's not realistic yet at my level. I'm still having to do things that, I'm still having to do stuff I don't want to do. But I am working hard and going towards doing the things that only I can do. So I'm not saying that you're there yet, but I am saying wherever you can, do less of the things that are eating your energy. Like meeting with guys one-on-one is very taxing for me. Does it mean I never do it? No, it doesn't mean I never do it, but it means it's very hard on me. Emotionally, mentally, physically, it wears me out. I don't like to do it a lot. And I don't do it a lot. And one of the reasons that I don't do it a lot is because in the early days, I would meet with guys, give them my advice, and then they would, they're going to go do whatever they want anyway. So it was really a waste of time. Hey, don't divorce your wife. Go to counseling. You got it, Pastor. The next week. Yeah, I gave my wife papers. Bet. Okay, awesome. Don't buy that car. You got it, Pastor. Well, it was a good deal. Oh, okay, whatever. So I'm done, basically done meeting with guys one-on-one. It doesn't mean I never do it, but I do it a lot less. I do a lot less lunches. I do a lot less coffees. I just do that a lot less. Going back to Acts 6, because what my church needs from me most is that I'm strong in the pulpit, that I'm hearing from God, connecting with God, feeding God's people. That's where they need me the most, whether they know that or not. Well, I need a pastor that'll disciple me. That's great. I'm not your guy. I disciple from the pulpit. I just saw this video about a guy who walked up to his pastor and said, "The Lord told me you need to disciple me personally." And I wrote red flag. And a lot of people were really frustrated that I would write that. That ain't happening. I disciple from the pulpit. I disciple from teaching ministry. I disciple a different way. So let me just go back here, and you might totally disagree. That's cool. What's eating your energy? For me, those eat my energy. Now, 4 guys on the golf course, and we're talking and we're doing life. And there's moments where we're talking about golf, and there's moments we're talking about real issues, and there's times we're laughing. I can do that. Getting a group of men together, teaching them the word, I can do that. Moments on the phone where I can help a guy, I can do that. But 2-hour lunches, 3-hour coffees, nah. And like that's something I learned, by the way. Pastor, can I have 30 minutes? It's never 30 minutes. That eats my energy. So I do that less. It doesn't mean I never do it. It means I do it less. I said, what eats your energy? Do it less. Doesn't mean you can totally cut it out, but do it less. What does TV do for you? What does the news do for you? What does Netflix do for you? If that's eating your energy, do it less. What's drinking do to you? Let's just talk about alcohol from a totally different way. Let's not even go to the Bible. Just what does alcohol do to you? You might need to do that less. Okay? Just think about it. What does being around the staff do to you? Well, if I have the right staff, they'll energize me. No. Not necessarily. You might need to be around them less. That's what I want to, like, what is eating your energy that really isn't necessary? Think about that. What could you remove from your life? What could you hand off? What could you hand off? So and again, for me, it's all about the weekend and bringing my best to the weekend. Let me say this. Whatever that is for you that you feel like is your most important job, whether you're watching this as a real estate agent, you're watching this as a stay-at-home mom, you're watching this as a barista, you're watching this as a senior pastor, worship pastor, whatever, where do you need to be your best? Create a life that manufactures energy for that. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. Energy. You got to figure that out. And now we're creating a life, we're designing a life, and we're building a life. Now there's going to be some areas, right? They just eat your energy. But as you are growing in your life, what can I remove from that? How can I do that less? How can I do that less? I'll give you another example. I was doing a weekly staff meeting with our team, a weekly staff meeting where I was teaching leadership. One, I didn't see the fruit of it because I was trying to make doers leaders. So I was talking to them like leaders, but they were doers. So I was wasting time, and that's not for my entire staff, but that it was like, why am I creating content for people that are not that audience? So I was talking to them like leaders when most of a church staff is not leaders, and that shouldn't offend any church staff that's watching this right now, including my own. Most staff on a team, the majority, are not going to be leaders. So we're trying to create leadership principles for a team that isn't leaders. So it's like I'm speaking a whole different language to them. So I'm working so hard, hours, to create content for them that's going one ear out the other. So we went from weekly to a monthly chapel. So much better. It was eating up so much energy. I would finish that staff meeting and just it ruined my entire Tuesday. I was out. So now we do a chapel once a month. That was something that I could do. I don't need a weekly staff meeting. I need a monthly chapel. Very different. You would probably do way better, Pastor, to pray with your team than to teach your team. Look for teaching moments, look for one-on-one moments, look for that. But like what I'm teaching right now, if my team listens to it, the people on my team who are interested, they'll subscribe to the podcast and listen. And they're growing. People who are not interested, they're not. And that's okay. Do you see the difference here? So what's feeding my energy? So now, and I'll give you one more example. This is feeding my energy right now. Why? Because I know it's going to get into the hands of leaders. And I know right now I am helping a senior pastor. I know it. So that feeds my energy that I might be helping a guy. And this, a few little tweaks from today's talk might take you from 200 people to 400 people, 500 people to 700 people, 1,000 people to 1,500, whatever it might be. I might be giving you one little thing and you go, man, I'm going to make that tweak and it's going to shift your ministry. So that gives me energy. But if I had to teach this to my staff, it would deplete me. Now again, on our staff, we've got leaders, we've got directors, we've got managers, and we've got doers. We've got all different kinds of people, and so do you on your staff. But by the way, I'm going to do a whole teaching on this. Because on your team, you have doers, you have managers, you have directors, and then you have leaders. But if I try to teach a leadership thought, but there's also going to be directors and managers and doers in the room, which, by the way, none of these are bad things. They're just different. It's actually only going to deplete me. So I had to be wise enough to pull back. Whew. I hope I'm helping you. What feeds your energy? Do it more. What eats your energy? Do it less. Stop obsessing as much about rhythms and balance. Start thinking about energy. I'll end with this. I've already gone too long. Hey, can we go to dinner? Probably not. It's going to be really hard to get me to go to dinner with you. Why? Because I love dinner with my family. Impossible? No. But it's an energy destroyer. So I'm only going to do a few dinners a year. Lunches? Maybe. Breakfast? More than dinners. Dinner? That's family time. That's time as a family. Going to dinner? You want to buy me a steak? Wow, thank you. Probably not going to happen. Want to have a meeting? Probably not. But do you want to know why you're so blessed on the weekend? You want to know why the word is just for you every week? Because I am managing energy. Why is the church growing? I'm managing energy. Whew, it's a different way to think, y'all. I'm talking to leaders right now. Amen. All right. I'm done helping people and offending people for the day. I love you. I'm praying for you. Make sure that you're liking and subscribing to this channel at City Light Vegas. We're bringing you live streams every Sunday at 11 a.m. We're bringing you a fresh word every Sunday night. We're bringing you leadership content every Wednesday and fresh worship every Friday. You are amazing. I'm praying for you. If there's anything we can do to serve you, please reach out to us. Hope you have a great day.